Do I have to file ISF for doormats? Hello, everyone. Welcome back to our Customs Brokerage 101 series, where we explore all things related to importing goods and navigating customs regulations. I'm your host, and today we have an interesting topic to discuss. Do you have to file an importer security filing, or ISF, for doormats? Let's find out. Before we dive into the specifics, let's quickly recap what an importer security filing is. In a nutshell, ISF is a mandatory requirement for all ocean freight shipments entering the United States. Its purpose is to provide U.S. Customs and Border Protection with advance information about the cargo, allowing them to assess potential risks before it arrives in the country. Now, let's get to the main question. Do you have to file an ISF for doormats? The answer depends on a few factors, such as the complexity of the product and the conditions under which it is imported. Generally speaking, if you're importing doormats for personal use or as part of a household move, you may be exempt from filing an ISF. However, it's important to note that this exemption only applies as long as the doormats are not intended for resale or commercial purposes. On the other hand, if you're a business importing doormats for commercial purposes, you will most likely be required to file an ISF. This is because commercial shipments are generally subject to more stringent customs regulations compared to personal shipments. Now, let's talk about the specific information you need to include in your ISF when importing doormats. First and foremost, you'll need to provide accurate and detailed data about the manufacturer or supplier of the doormats. This includes their name, address, and contact information. Additionally, you'll need to include information about the importer of record, that's you or your company. This includes your tax identification number, address, and contact details. It's crucial to ensure that this information is accurate and up to date, as any errors or discrepancies could lead to delays or even penalties. Another important piece of information to include in your ISF for doormats is the description and value of the goods. You'll want to provide a detailed description of the doormats, including their material, dimensions, and any distinguishing characteristics. Lastly, you'll need to specify the value of the doormats. This includes the purchase price or the fair market value of the goods. Providing an accurate value is essential for the customs authorities to assess duties and taxes correctly. So, to sum it up, whether or not you need to file an ISF for doormats depends on the purpose of the import. If you're importing them for personal use, you may be exempt. However, if it's for commercial purposes, filing an ISF is most likely required. Remember, it's crucial to comply with all customs regulations and requirements to ensure a smooth and hassle-free importing process. We hope this information has been helpful to you. Thank you for joining us today, and be sure to stay tuned for more informative videos on customs brokerage and international trade. Disclaimer note below. Until next time.